Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today on my channel I'll be doing a full review of the Dell XPS 13 Plus. Now this year they decided to surprise us with three different models of the XPS that are totally different from each other. Now over the years we have been having the same XPS, maybe you just have the 2-in-1 version, but this year they decided to surprise us. So we have the spectacular XPS 13 Plus, which is the one I have here, and then we have the normal XPS 13, which I've already done the review. If you've not watched it, you can check it on my channel. And then we have the XPS 13 2-in-1. Now in each of this laptop, like I said before, they are totally different from each other, and even in colors. So you cannot get the color you have in this XPS 13 Plus, you cannot get it in the normal XPS 13. So on the XPS 13 you have a totally different everything. So first of all, we are going to start off with the design of the XPS. So now the design is quite very good. So it has the aluminum finish, just like other XPS laptop. And then first time in the history of XPS, we are having this kind of color, gray, total gray color. So previously we used to have the XPS either on silver top with a black palm rest, but these days it is not. Everything is totally of the same color, so which is very, very good. And then for the XPS 13 Plus, it comes in two different color. This color that I have, the gray, and then the white color. Now when you talk about the port selection, it has the same port selection like the regular XPS 13. You have one USB type C at the right, and then we have another at the left, which both of them can double as a charging port for the laptop. Now when you buy it new, you also comes with some adapters. You have a type C to USB A adapter, and also you have the type C to 3.5mm audio jack. Now when you open the inside, the first thing you will notice is there are no cutout mark for the trackpad. So everything flushed the same. So, and then you also notice on the top that we don't have a physical case there, so everything also flushed. So we have a touch button instead. So now this design look very, very beautiful. Now if you have seen the BlackBerry key LE, so you see that I think that is where Dell copied this design from. That is where they innovated this design from. So if you have it, so it is almost the same. You can see how the keys from edge to edge, there are no any bezel by the side like you have in other XPS. You have, like, you see how there's something. In fact, it is very, very good. I love the design of the key. So, and then if you come for this touch button, if you have seen, this touch button is totally different from the Apple Touch Bar that we've seen in a MacBook laptop, MacBook Pro laptops. So it is different because the one on the MacBook Pro or the one on MacBook is a screen, it's a smaller screen. So you can liken that one to the one on Asus ZenBook Dual. So that has dual screen, but the Asus one has a bigger screen. So for this particular one on the XPS 13 Plus, you can liken it to the one in the HP Pavilion DV6 entertainment PC. I think that was around 2009, 2010 or 2011. So I think so they took that and they innovated on it. So because on that particular HP, what you have is only the play, pause, and the volume button. Those are what you have as the touch button. So but on this one, Dell added almost all the function keys there. You have the volume up and down, and you have the mute key, you have the escape key, you have the microphone key, you have the next, and you have the keyboard light toggle, and you have the brightness up and down, and then print screen, and even the extended display. In fact, and when you press the function key, so it brings out the function key as well. So you can see the F1 to F12. So, and when you release it, so it comes back to the regular one. So now, like I said, the design of the laptop is quite new to some, but like I pointed out, things that it looked like where Dell took the, will I say, the initiative from. So, and it looked very, very well. Now for the trackpad, or the touchpad of the laptop, when you are looking at it, it doesn't have a cutout to indicate where the touchpad started or where it ends. So, but if you check it, so it started from the spacebar and then it ended at the right alternate key. So like you can see it, once I move my hand past the spacebar, it stopped working. So once my hand enters the spacebar, it started working. And the same thing when you go to this side, once I pass the alternate key, it stopped working. Once I bring my hand back, and then also when you draw it back, so towards the edge of the laptop, it's not working. So it's very, very, I don't know if it is up to 1 inch. If it is up to 1 inch. So now if you compare the trackpad with the XPS 15, this one kind of looks small. Now I would have wished the whole palm rest is a touch bar. So I know maybe they may think that why they did not make it to be a touch bar, the whole palm rest, is because when you are typing, you can mistakenly put your hand, but they can put a software that will be rejecting your palms, so that it will be intelligent enough to know that you are actually using the touch bar, and then when your hand is placed on it, just like you have on your phones, like your phone, there sometimes they detect palms and then they also detect touch. Then again, the touch bar is also built like that of a MacBook, so it doesn't have a right click. So for you to toggle a right click, you have to use your 2 fingers and then press it. That is when it will bring up the right click. So it doesn't have a dedicated, okay, it sure has. Oh, okay, when you press on this side, it has. So when you press on this side, it doesn't. Okay, I didn't see that coming. So but when you press with your 2 fingers at any place, it toggles the right click. So, and that's that about that. Now when it comes about the display quality is very, very good. For the one I have here, it comes with a 12th generation Intel Core i7 1260p, and then 32 gigs of RAM and a 512 gig of NVMe SSD. So you have 500 nits display, is a 4K UHD display. So the display on it is very, very sharp and crisp. Watching content is very, very good. And then so watching content is very, very good, and the display is very, very great. So overall, the laptop is very good, and then the performance also is very, very nice. Now for the sound of this laptop, the sound is not that so great. The sound does not have bass at all. So but it is good for someone, if you are someone who is programming or someone who is working and then you enjoy playing music. It's not very bad. But if you are looking for that bass, it doesn't. The bass on the XPS 15 is far noticeable than the bass on this 13 Plus. Now in conclusion, The laptop is a very good laptop. I personally love it, but for the hype, I think it doesn't really worth it, especially like what I said. So it's supposed to have a bigger trackpad. So like the XPS 15, the trackpad started from this alternate and then add at the right control key. So it is a pretty, so they would have made it to be as big as that one, but they didn't. So but overall, one man meat is another man poison. So if you love it, you can go for it, but if you don't, the regular XPS 13 is still a good buy, and I still love those ones. They are pretty good, the designs are good. So that's it guys, thank you for watching my video, and please do subscribe to my channel for more video. Bye.